Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sake Drinker and Friends here at the Momo-san bar in Napa, at Morimoto Napa. This is, what are we, February? Very warm day for February, but we're getting ready with, just like the name of the show suggests, with friends and drinking some sake. And we have, for instance, Rai Bevel, who's
Hello.
a repeat to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Big fans of him. Absolutely. It's such a treat to have you. Thanks for doing all the trip and taking a little time from your busy schedule. These days you're between magazines and beers, for instance, Coedo and those pretty exciting things.
Yep.
What else?
Got to take a good break, for good sake. So.
Absolutely. It's a treat to have you. So today at the restaurant and on the show, as you'll see later on, we'll have 6 breweries from the Gifu Prefecture in Japan. This will be a pretty exciting event. Chef Morimoto's in town for it. We're going to do about 40 of our closest friends over, and we'll be tasting, we'll be doing some dishes that Chef has prepared on the whim, and we'll pair them with the sake and talk about them. Mm-hmm. And without further ado, I mean, it is a sake and friends show, so we'll pour a little sake to start. This one being the Morimoto Junmai Ginjo from the Ishikawa Prefecture. And
Nice.
Kanpai.
Wonderful.
That is one of my favorites. It has the acidity, right?
It is very, very acidic, but very solid. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I remember last time on the show, if I'm not mistaken, we actually tasted the same one, and you really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is excellent. I like sake with a nice solid backbone, good punch, stuff that will pair well with food. Yeah, this is good. Incidentally, our most recent edition of Sake Today has a feature from Matsuzaka Sensei. He's one of the most respected sake tasters in Japan on Ishikawa Prefecture sake.
Really?
And that was just a fascinating read. Ishikawa, for those of you that don't know, a very small rural prefecture on the western coast of Japan, very cold place. Very small area, but very diverse in sake.
Absolutely.
So just lots of different sake styles and types in Ishikawa.
Totally. The one thing that I really enjoy about this sake and the brewery and as a prefecture, they have this water that they call it Hyakunanzui, which means blessed water. It runs a trajectory about 100 years from Manhaku-san to the brewery. So it attributes a lot of that weight and minerality in the sake to the pure water to start with. The polish on this sake, even though it's a ginjo, is 50%, so it's a little higher than normal. We like to definitely excel on. Chef likes to really push the envelope when it comes to sake, and amazing. I mean, we're probably making you all mouth water as you're watching.
And it's let's see, we got some Yamada Nishiki rice in there.
Yes.
And Kinmon Nishiki, I've actually never heard of that. Oh, that's what they're using for their koji, I guess.
For the koji.
Yeah, so Yamada Nishiki.
Yamada Nishiki being pretty nice, round, good acid, right? Yeah. Big fan. Usually for pairings and all those fun things, if you can get your hands on some Morimoto Ginjo. Also, I wanted to talk real quick before we run out of time about the Sake Today magazine, which Rai is a big part of. And we have here 2 issues, 2 of the last ones. And for instance, the one you were just talking about, it'd be fine here. Tell us a little bit about the project here.
This is on our most recent cover features Richie Hawtin, who is widely considered kind of the godfather of techno music. He's a world famous DJ, and he's also a sake fanatic. He loves sake, and his life mission is to raise the awareness and appreciation of sake just as much as music, which is pretty amazing. You know, he has millions of fans around the world, and now he's introducing sake to those fans. So he appears on our cover. He also wrote a very fascinating article for us about the relationship between techno music and sake.
Wow, that's
very
interesting.
And he also has a kind of a self-curated portfolio of sake. So he's gone around to the breweries in Japan that he likes, and he said, I would like a private label of your sake. And he's kind of brought these all together under Inter Sake label, so Inter.Sake.
Wow, please look for those.
Yeah, it's really good breweries, and we're happy to help support a guy like this who's spreading sake appreciation around the world.
Ambassador, true ambassador. Is he doing different styles, or is he sticking to a certain?
I mean, he's choosing from different regions around Japan, but it seems like to me he's letting his palate decide, saying, I like this sake, I like this sake.
Awesome. So
obviously, he works with brewers that want to work with him. And there's one that I like in Fushimi called Soku. Very, very small brewery that we also featured in this issue.
Awesome.
The quintessential craft brewery. Everything they do is by hand.
Wow.
Very hands-on process from start to finish.
Small and focused.
And yet they partnered up with him, and it's great if you can get your hands on some of that sake.
Very cool. I can't wait to go and try them all. Also, one more thing I wanted to point out is in the latest issue number 6.
Yep.
There's a pretty fun, great pictures about our restaurant here. If I can find them.
There they are.
There they are. So starting with probably the best picture of the oyster foie gras. And then there's some pretty other things. And one of the most life-changing pairings that you actually took the best picture I've seen as well. The s'mores with the Morimoto 5-year Koshu sake, aged sake, which is amazing. Graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow.
And you can do this at home. Obviously, your s'mores aren't going to be as good as Morimoto's, but try it at home and pair it with some Koshu. We've got some Time Machine from Philip Harper at home, which is a really nice pairing. But any sort of aged sake,
totally,
with that sherry-like flavor goes well with chocolate and marshmallows.
Totally, it's just life-changing. And with that being said, we'll welcome everybody to the show, and thank you so much for joining us and watching. And thank you, Ryan, for making it all the way there and bringing mine. And we'll get the party started.
Let's do it.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Let's pour you a little sip more.
Let's get some more here.
So we can do a proper. Cheers.
Cheers. Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.